Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHUTV. My name is John, your host as always. I hope you're all doing well. The subject of today's video is discussing Tottenham Hotspur versus West Ham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 12:30 kickoff on Saturday in the Premier League. So as always, let's start off with the opposition. Physioroom.com are reporting long-term injuries to Aurora, I think you pronounce that, Lamela and Kane, with Sissoko also out until the end of next week, and Hugo Lloris to undertake a late fitness test to see if he's fit for this game. Personally, I reckon he's going to be saved for the Champions League and we're not going to see him this weekend, but we'll see. Spurs have lost 2 of the last 5 Premier League games, losing to Liverpool and City. In the last 6 games, they've also lost to Southampton away. But even with players like Kane out, they still have a phenomenal attacking and very, very formidable attacking group of players. For example, in all competitions, Son has scored 20 goals and has got 9 assists. Lucas Moura has scored 12 goals. Eriksen has scored 9 goals and 16 assists, including the 1-0 victory they did last night or Tuesday night, depending on your when you're going to be watching this, when they played Brighton. Dele Alli has 7 goals and 3 assists, and even Llorente, who's basically was out of the cold for a lot of the season, has got 8 goals and 5 assists. Not bad at all. I wouldn't be at all surprised, bearing in mind he's meant to be going in the summer. From what I'm seeing, I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get linked to him at some point. He's not the sort of striker we want, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if we are linked to him. So turning to West Ham, now there are slight doubts even over Hernandez and Creswell. So they could be back for this game, but there's nothing 100% confirmed yet. There are growing doubts over Nasri as well, because apparently he's still out with his injury. So there's a good chance we're not going to see him this weekend. It's also a very good chance we may not see him till the end of the season, bearing in mind we've only got a few games left. We've literally got, we've got this game, then we've got Southampton at home, and then we've got Watford away at the end of the season. So this is 3 games, 3 weeks left. I don't think we're going to see him, to be honest with you. But the good news is that Carlos Sanchez is returning to training properly now. He's even set up on the website that he wants to be in contention for this weekend's squad. So it'd be nice to have a bit of midfield depth there now. Talking of which, it was nice to see Jack Wilshere out get his little cameo against Leicester, which I'll go into in a moment. So it gives us maybe he'll be on the pitch at some point at the weekend against Spurs. Who knows? We'll find out. But it gives us a bit more depth there. We've got potentially a defensive midfielder being back, and we've got an attacking midfielder being back as well. So that's very, very good options for this weekend. And the reason why I say this is because our midfield and defence are really going to be heavily worked this weekend. Even though I know this game falls a few days before their Champions League semi-final against Ajax, and therefore there's a good possibility that players are going to be rested, I still think they've got potential to cause us problems. Are they going to put out a weaker team? We'll find out. Can I see us getting a win? My heart says yes. It'd be great to get a win on this, and therefore, we'll be the first team to beat them at their new stadium. My head is saying no, we're not going to win this. There's a very good possibility we could get a draw if everybody in defence and midfield is watertight and is absolutely spot on with their passes, their interceptions, their tackles. That's going to be very, very interesting. Now, obviously, last time out we played well against Leicester, but again, assistant decisions stopped us getting the points that we deserved. Well, I can't say deserved, because Leicester, I think in reflection, a draw was okay, because we were better than Leicester, but not enough to win the game, and that was the point, regardless of the second goal, Lucas Perez's second goal being ruled out. I have done a video about the handball and offside rule, so go check that one out. But as I say, looking back at the fixtures at the 17-18 season, when we played Leicester at home last season, we were beaten 3-2. So if the decisions had been made correctly, we possibly could have won it 3-1, we possibly could have won it 3-2. So we are making progress. We haven't conceded as many goals as we did this time last season. And if we'd had the right decisions given against us, I know every football fan says, yeah, there's loads of things that should have been given correctly. But if we had been given everything correctly, we would be on about 52 points now. So, we are making progress. And Dean Ashton's 100% right in saying it's another bang average season for West Ham. Yes, we've had at least 9 injuries for the majority of the season, week in, week out. So from that side of things, and obviously us finishing possibly no higher than 11th or 12th is an average West Ham performance. But we are making headroom. It's getting there slowly but surely. So turning to what starting 11 I would put out if I was Pellegrini, I would keep the majority of the squad pretty much exactly the same. So Fabianski in goal, Zabaleta at right back, Balbuena and Ogbonna making up the centre-back pairing with Masuaku as the left-back. Ogbonna made his 100th appearance against Leicester. Does not feel like he's played that many games. Very, very interesting to find that stat out. Obviously, we've had him for quite a few years now, because he was involved under. I think it was an Allardyce sign, wasn't he? Allardyce or Bilic, one of the two. Noble and Rice as the defending midfielders, with Antonio, Anderson, and Snodgrass making up the attacking midfield. And for me personally, bearing in mind how much I praised this bloke in the last video, I'd start Lucas Perez. He has a lot more hunger than Arnautovic. His goals per appearances ratio is a lot better than Arnautovic's. I think Arnautovic has got 9 goals so far this season, and Perez has got 8 in all competitions. It's something like that. Perez played with more heart and desire in those 17, 18 minutes that he was on the pitch as a substitute against Leicester than Arnautovic did in the entire 78 before he came off. It speaks volumes. It speaks volumes that the only players we've got that really show any real heart that aren't in midfield and defence capabilities is Perez and Hernandez. That's how bad our attacking options have been this season. It really, really has. My predicted starting 11 that I think that Pellegrini's going to put out is pretty much exactly the same. So Fabianski in goal, with Zabaleta, Balbuena, Ogbonna and Masuaku making up the back four, with Noble and Rice sitting in front of them, with Antonio, Anderson and Snodgrass. But I think Arnie's going to be starting again up front. As Jermaine Gina said, he doesn't offer any striker thought in any shape or form. He doesn't get into the positions that he wants. He asked for the ball too early in terms of his positioning, and I'm glad that Jermaine Gina has said that, because I've been very critical against Arnautovic. I've criticised him when he needs to be, and I've praised him when it needs to be as well. But as I say, those are my thoughts on the game, guys. As always, by all means, please leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your starting 11 would be, and let me know what you think the result's going to be. So if you're new around here, or you've been watching the channel for a while, please subscribe and also hit the notification bell. The subscriber count has dwindled, should we say, over the last few months. It'd be nice to try. I'm 25 subscribers away from 700. So, guys, I know you're out there, and I know you're watching the videos. So it'd be nice to get some more people on board. So by all means, please share this video with anybody that you feel may want to watch it, or just maybe is a West Ham supporter, or is not a West Ham supporter and likes watching football channels. Then share it with those guys as well. If you're new around here, as I say, it'd be great to hear from you as well. Put your comments down. I always respond to everybody that I get a comment from. And I'm always happy to speak to everybody. So if you want to contact me on social media, you can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. There's a Facebook group and page set up for the channel, and I'm also on Reddit and also fanvibe.com. You can find me all using the same username across all media formats. Social media formats, I should say, at JPWHUTV. So really easy to remember. The channel is JPWHUTV. If you're new around here, welcome. It's always good to see new faces. If you like the video and you feel I deserve it, then by all means, please click the like button as well. So in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on Saturday after. And in the meantime, relax and keep calm. And it's almost the weekend.